Hello students, welcome. Dear students, today in our decimal fraction chapter we are going to solve practice set number 16. Okay, this practice set number 16 is depends on multiplication of decimal fraction. Okay, here are some examples of multiplication that we are going to solve. Now see students, I wrote here practice set number 16. I wrote the examples also, but these examples are same, not exactly same. I changed the number, okay, from the given examples, but not exactly same. Okay, little bit same there, only then some numbers are changed. So these examples also you have to write, and when you are solving the practice set number 16, all examples you have to solve. Okay, let's move. Let's see the first one. Now first example is, if 490 multiplied by 35, then answer is given, that is 14,665. Then 4.19 multiplied by 3.5, what will be the answer? Okay, so here students already answer we know, our answer is given, so we'll write the answer, that is 14665. okay, now here they ask, if the multiplication of this 419 multiplied by 35, the answer is 14,665. Then what is the answer of 4.19 multiplied by 3.5? Only they added here decimal point. So answer we know. Now only we have to place a decimal point on right place. Okay, so very simple thing students. First fraction, see, after decimal point, how many these digits? 1, 2 places are there. Hereafter 1 place is there. So 1, 2 and 3. So here we have to measure the multiplicants after decimal point, how many digits are there, and multiplier digit also. Okay, we have to add that. And so here 2 places, here were 2 plus 1, 3. So now whatever the answer we got from the right hand side, 1, 2, 3 digit we have to leave and then give decimal point. Okay, understood? Count the digits after decimal point, 1, 2, here after 1, so 2 plus 3. So from right hand side, leave 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, means unit place. Unit place we have to leave 1, 2, 3, and then you have to give the decimal point. Okay, now we'll move to the second example. We'll get the better idea. Here again 608 multiplied by 317. We got the answer 1,92,736. Same here. Now in the form of fraction, 6.08 multiplied by 3.17. Okay, so answer as it is we have to write, that is 192,736. Now the problem is we have to give the decimal point. As I told you, see, leave after decimal point here 1, 2 digits, and here 1 after decimal point 2. So 2 plus 2, 4 digits. Okay, so we know the answer. From the unit place we have to move 4 places, because here 1, 2, 1, 2 means 2 plus 2, 4. So from the unit place we have to move 4 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have to give the decimal point. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now students, third question is multiply. So there are total 4 examples. Okay, so these 4 examples you have to solve. I wrote the answers here, but you have to solve. You have to do actually multiplication. So here I told you the simplest way, okay, to multiply. First is 3.5 multiplied by 1.7. Here students, what you have to do the simplest way. Second method also there. After this I will explain the second method. Okay, the best method or simplest method is remove the decimal point, do the multiplication. Generally we are doing the multiplication, and then after that we have to give the decimal point. Okay, so multiplier and multiplicand and multiplier, we have to remove the decimal point. For example, here 3.5, 35 multiplied by 17. Okay, you have to do, and this multiplication you have to how you have to solve this? For example, in your textbook, whatever the first example is there, you have to write this, do the multiplication below that example, okay, and the answer you got, then you have to give the decimal point, but you have to do the multiplication, okay. Now 3.5 multiplied by means 35 multiplied by 17, we got 595 answer, okay. Now here we have to give the decimal point, because we have to find the answer in decimal fraction. So see here, in multiplier after decimal point 1 digit, in multiplier after decimal point, sorry, multiplier here, multiply. So 1 point here after decimal point 1 place is there. So 1 and 1. So from unit place we have to leave 2 places, 1, 2, and then we have to do the decimal point, okay. Here students, I not solve the example and directly answer, because this is very important. I know multiplication you can do easily, but here we have to give the decimal point properly. Now this second example here also, 8.19 multiplied by 4.3, so 819 multiplied by 43, we got the answer. So here students, now we know the answer. After decimal point 1, 2, after decimal point 1 place, so 2 plus 3, from unit place 1, 2, 3, and we have to give the decimal point, and decimal point give a tiny dot, okay, not so much tiny, not so much big, okay, you know how to give the decimal point. Now here 0.73 or 0.73 multiplied by 3, so 73 multiplied by 3 you have to do, okay, and the answer we go know, that is 219. So here see, after decimal point 1, 2 digit, and here no decimal point. So whatever the answer, we have to give the decimal point after, means from unit place leave 1 place, 2 place, and give the decimal point, okay. Now the fourth one, 6.04 multiplied by 0.5 or 0.5, okay. So 604 multiplied by 5, so we got the answer 3020. So again, after decimal point 1, 2 place, and here after decimal 1 place, so total 1, 2, and 3. So unit place, after unit place here we have to leave 3 places, 1, 2, 3, and we have to give the decimal point, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we have to give the decimal points. While giving the decimal points, starts from the unit place, okay. Now here are the word problem, okay. I not change the word problem, but I give the work for you, calculation you have to do, okay. Now see, Virendra Seva, okay, now Virendra brought 18 bags of rice, each bag weighing, or means weighing means the weight of the bag, each bag means one bag weight is 5.250 kilogram, means 5 kilogram and 250 gram. How much rice did he buy altogether? So we have to find the altogether rice. So here we have to do the multiplication. If the rice cost 42 rupees per kilogram, per kg, per kilogram, how much did he pay for it? So here first students, we don't know the total weight of the rice, so we have to find the total weight of the rice, and then we know the rice cost of 1 kg, that is 42 rupees. If we got the total quantity of rice, then for the price that is 1 kilogram, we'll multiply, and then we'll get the total amount he paid for the total weight of the rice, okay. So first we'll find the total weight. Now look here, whatever the given things I told you, when word problems are there, in your own words, whatever the given things you have to mention, okay. So here what I think weight of the one bag of rice, that is 5.250 kilogram or 5.250 kilogram, that's why I read 250, okay. Then number of bags of rice 18. Now we have to find the total weight of that. So total weight 5.250 multiplied by 18. Then here we get the total quantity of the rice or total weight of the rice, okay. This multiplication you have to do, students, okay. Write this and do the multiplication roughly. See here again, after decimal point 1, 2, three places. Here 18 is whole number, so no need here. 1, 2, 3. Whatever the answer you got from the unit place, leave three places. Okay, from right side, then give the decimal point. So here we will get the total weight. Okay, or the total quantity of rice, total weight of the rice. Now what we have to find, the cost of one rice is rupees 42. That is given. Now we have to find the total cost of 94.5 kg of rice. Okay, so now here students, this total weight multiplied by 42. Okay, then you will get the amount. So then you have to write finally. Here also you have to do the multiplication. Whatever the total weight multiplied by 42. 42 is the amount of 1 kilogram rice. Then we will get the total amount he paid. So last you have to write there, for Virendra pay rupees dash for rice. Okay, so these two calculations you have to do. Here multiplications are there, two multiplication you have to do. Okay, now we'll move to the next example, that is fifth example. Vedika has 23.50 meters or 23.50 meters. Meters, that's 50. Okay, of cloth. Okay, she used it to make 5 curtains. So total cloth that Vedika having, that is 23.50 meters. And from this she want to make 5 curtains of equal size. If each curtain require 4 meter and 25 centimeter, means 4.25 or 25 centimeter to make, how much cloth is left over, means how much clothes remain, that we have to find. Okay, now look here, the given things. First, total cloth, that is 23.5 meter. Number of curtains, that is mentioned 5 curtains. Okay, curtains, you know, windows and doors having curtains. Okay, one curtain required cloth, that is 4.25 meters or 4.25 meter. Okay, so now what we have to find, first cloth required for 5 curtains. Okay, 5 curtains cloth we have to find out. So 4.25 meters for one curtain, so we have to find the 5. So we have to multiply here. Whatever the answer you got, here after decimal point 2 digits or 2 places are there. So whatever you got the answer from unit place, leave two place and then give the decimal point. Okay, now what we have to find, we got the cloth required for 5 curtains now. Then now what we have to find, cloth remains with Vedika. So whatever the clothes remain with the Vedika, that we have to find. Okay, so what is the formula finding that? Total cloth. Here whatever the figure you got, that is the total cloth. Sorry, here the figure, that is cloth required for 5 curtains, and total cloth that we know, that is 23.5 meter. So 23.5 meter minus cloth required for 5 curtains, means here the answer that you have to subtract. Okay, then you will get cloth remains with Vedika. Whatever the remaining cloth, okay, after preparing the 5 curtains, whatever the remaining cloth that you will get, and that is in meter. Don't forget to write m or meter. Okay, now students, I told you here the second method. Just we will see the second method, how to solve that. Now the second method is, what you have to do, I wrote the first example, 3.5 multiplied by 1.7. Okay, so now here students, this is decimal fraction. We have to convert this decimal fraction into common fraction. Okay, so 3.5, you know, after decimal point there is 1 place or 1 digit, then denominator is 10. After decimal point there are 2 digits, then denominator is 100. After decimal point there is 3 digits or 3 places, then our denominator is 1000. Okay, so how we have to convert this, is equal to 35 upon 10 multiplied by 1.7. that also we have to convert into common fraction, that is 17. Here also after decimal point 1 place is there, so denominator is 10. Now we have to multiply 35 multiplied by 17, that is 512. 95. 10 multiplied by 10, that is 100. Now we got this fraction 595 upon 100. So we have to convert it into decimal fraction. That you know, you learned that in the previous practice set. So here two digit means after here 5, 1 and this 9 means 1, 2. We have to do the decimal point. Okay. So how will you write 595? So 2 zeros, 1, 2 place, and you have to give the decimal point. So you will get the answer. Same like this, students. Okay. Whatever you feel that is easy for you, that method you have to solve the examples. Okay. First I told you directly you have to do the multiplication. Okay. Forget the decimal point and directly you have to multiply. And when you got the answer, that time how to give the decimal point to the answer, that I told you before. Now which example? Okay, this one will do 6.04 multiplied by 0.5. Again we have to convert this. Now here after decimal point, two places are there, so two places means our denominator is, so 604 multiplied by 100. Okay, because after decimal point two digits or two places are there, so 100 multiplied by 0.5 means here 5, after decimal point 1 means here 10. Okay, then this one is 604 multiplied by 5, 3020. Okay, and here 100 tens are 1000. Okay, now we have to convert this fraction into decimal form. Here 1, 2, 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3, and we have to give the decimal point. So 3020. How have to convert into decimal? 1, 2, 3 zeros means leave 1, 2, 3 place and give decimal point. So 3.020 or 3 point. This zero has no value. This zero has value. After this, there is no value. Okay. See, like 0.5, like main zero, then you have read 0.5. But 0.05, 0.005, these have value before, but after no value. Okay. This is for your information. I hope you understood this. Now we'll move to the next practice set, that is depend on division. Okay. Let's see that. Now students, in practice set number 17, we are solving the examples of division of fractions. Okay, decimal fractions. Now here I wrote different type of example, but that looks like same from the given practice set. Okay, why I write this? These 4 examples I will explain, and the 4 that gives in practice set number 17 that you have to solve for practice. Okay, now we'll move here. Question is carry out the following divisions. Now here 3.6 divided by 2. So this decimal fraction we have to divide by 2. Okay. Now first what we have to do, student? First step, we have to write this decimal fraction into fraction from 3.6. After decimal point, 1 digit is there, so our denominator is 10. Okay, and divided by 2. So we have to write 2 upon 1. When there is nothing, this is a whole number, so always their denominator is 1. Okay. Now first step, you understood what we do here. First we convert the given decimal fraction into fraction, then divided by the second number. There you have to write the denominator 1. Now students, you know what is the reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. So now we have to use that. So is equal to, now here students, what we have to do? First write the first fraction 36 upon 10, and the reciprocal means denominator become numerator, numerator become denominator, or we can say multiplicative inverse. Okay, so that is 1 upon 2. So second step, write the first fraction, and the second fraction we have to write the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, means denominator become numerator and numerator become denominator. This keep in mind. Now we have to do the multiplication. 36 ones are 36, 10 twos are 20. Okay. Now we got the fraction 36 upon 20. Now students, here again we have to find the answer in the decimal form of fraction. So here denominator 20. So we know when the fraction denominator is 10, 100 or 1000, then only we can convert the given fraction into decimal fraction. Here is 20. So what we are going to do, we are converting this 20 in the ratio or in the form of 100 or 10, that is not possible, then 100 or 1000. Okay. So if we multiply 20 by 25 is a 100. Okay. So now what we will do, we got this, then here again equal to sign 36 and 20. We have to make the denominator in the ratio of or in the form of 100 and 100 or 1000. So 25 is a, we know 100. Okay. Now the rule is when we multiply denominator by a number, same number we have to multiply to the numerator also. Okay. So 25 is a 100 we got, and 36 5s are 180. Okay. Now we got the fraction 180 and denominator is 100. So if denominator 110, 100 or 1000, we can convert into decimal form. Now here two zeros, we have to write the 180, and the two zeros means 1, 2, and give the decimal point. Okay. From unit place 1, 2 digit we have to move, and then we have to give the decimal point. So answer is 1.8 or 180. I told you before also, 0 have no value. Okay. So if you write 1.8 or 1.80, no problem. Okay. Now we'll move to the second example. Okay. Same way we have to solve. First, what I told you, just write the fraction 100 and this decimal fraction we have to write in fraction. So here after decimal point only one digit. So denominator is 10 divided by first fraction 5 upon 1. Okay. Always there is denominator 1. Then what we have to do? Again write the first fraction, multiply by 10 here upon 10, multiply by, we have to write the reciprocal of 5 upon 1. So reciprocal of 5 upon 1 is 1 upon 5. Okay. So now we have to do the multiplication. 125 multiply by 1, that is 125. 10 multiply by 5, 10 5s are 50. Now again students, 50 is there, so we have to convert this 50 or this denominator in the ratio of 100 or 1000. Okay. So we know if we multiply 50 by 2, then we get the denominator 100. Okay. So now in the next step, we have to make the denominator in the form of 10, 100 or 1000. So here if 50 we multiply by 2, then we will get the denominator 100. So 50 multiplied by 2, and the numerator is 125. Okay. So if we multiply denominator by a number, same number we have to multiply the numerator. So here 50 multiplied by 2, so 125 multiplied by 2. So 50 2s are 100, and 125 multiplied by 2 means 250. Okay. Now we got the fraction 250 upon 100. So we have to convert this fraction in the decimal fraction. So write the fraction 250. Here two zeros from the right side, unit place, two place we have to leave, and we have to give the decimal one. So again the answer is 2.5 or 2.50. This is also correct, or 2.50 also correct. Okay. Now the next example, third. Again, first step what we have to do, write the this we have to write the decimal fraction into fraction, that is 302. Here after decimal point 1 digit, so denominator is 10 divided by 2 upon 1 is equal to, now again write 302 upon 10. Now we have to write the reciprocal of 2 upon 1, that is 1 upon 2. Reciprocal, I told you before also, multiplicative inverse we have to write. Okay, now 302 multiplied by 1, that is 302. Now 10 2s are 20. Okay, now students, here we have to convert this 20, 10 in the form of 10, that is not possible because that is bigger. 20 is bigger than 10, then in form of 100 or 1000. So 100 we know. If we multiply 20 by 5, then here in the first example already we solve, then we will get the denominator 100. Okay, so 20 multiplied by 5, and the rules is you have to multiply numerator also by same number by 5. Okay, so here 25 are. Now we got the denominator 100. Now 302 multiplied by 5. Okay, 302 multiplied by 5, then the answer we got 1010. Okay, now here we write the numerator. Now denominator is 100, so 2 0 means we have to leave 2 place and give the decimal point. So we got the answer 15.1 or 15.10. Okay, now we'll move to the last one. Again equal to, first write in the form of fraction 10 divided by 25 upon 1. Now again write the first fraction as it is 10, then we have to write the reciprocal of 25 upon 1, that is 1 upon 25, then is equal to 235 multiplied by 1, that is 235. 25 tens are 250. Now students, here 250. Okay, now 250 is already greater than 100, so last option we got, that is if we multiply by 4 to 250, then we get the denominator 1000. Okay, so we have to make the denominator 1000. Why? I told you because 250, 10 is less than 250, 100 also less than, we can convert that, cannot make that. So here we multiply 250 by 4, then we get the denominator 1000. Okay, so now this also, numerator also we have to multiply by 4. Okay, so here we got the denominator 1000, and then 235 multiplied by 4, 940. Okay, now we got the fraction 940 upon 1000. Here we have to convert this into decimal form. So write the 940. 1, 2, 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3 digits you have to move, give the decimal point. Here, if you give 0, then 0.94, 0 or 0.94 is the answer. Okay, I told you again, student. Now, first what you have to do, write the this decimal fraction into fraction, then write this whole number into decimal form. Always give the denominator 1. Okay, then in the second step write the first fraction as it is, then here multiply, or we have to write the multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of 25 upon 1, this fraction. So denominator become numerator, numerator become denominator. Okay, then we have to multiply whatever the answer we got, then we have to convert the denominator either in the form of 10 or in the form of 100 or in the form of 1000. Okay, so these are the examples. Now we move and see, then after that we got the one fraction. Okay, that fraction you have to convert it to again decimal fraction. Okay, now we'll move to the word examples. The first example is word problem. A road is 4 km and 800 meter long. If trees are planted on the both its side at interval of 9.6 meter, how many trees were planted? Okay, now students, here a road is 4 km and 800 meter long. Okay, So they are planting the trees at the interval, means the distance of 9.6 meter. How many trees were planted? Okay, both side, means when they are planting the trees, the distance they kept 9.6, then one tree they planted, then another, on both sides, means this side also, this side also. Okay, so what we have to find, how many trees were planted, okay, on both sides. Look here, first we have to write the given things. Length of the road, that is 4 kilometer 800 meter. Then if we convert 4 kilometer and 800 meter into meter, then that is 4,800 and 800 meter. Why? Because 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meter. So we convert that into meter. Now number of trees on the one side, that is given 9.6. So the distance, the length of the road divided by number of trees we have to do. So 4,800 upon 1 divided by 96 upon 10. Why? Because 9.6 here. Okay, so this 9.6 means after decimal point there is one digit, so our denominator is 10. Now we have to write the reciprocal of the second fraction, that is 10 upon 96. If we multiply, then we got here 48,000 upon 96. Okay, and if we divide, then we will get the answer 500. So 500 number of trees on one side 500, both sides, means this side 500, then that is double twice, then 500 multiplied by 2, that is 1000. So number of trees on both sides, that is 2 into 500, that is 1000. Okay, now students, here if the trees are planted at the beginning, start, okay, means before this 4 kilometer, what is the given there, 4 kilometer 800 meter, then total trees are 1000 plus 2. Okay, because both are, we don't know the beginning what the is. So this side 1, this side 1, so 2, so 1000 plus 2, so that we got 1002. Therefore total number of trees planted, that is 1000 or 1002. Okay, now the second example is Pradnya exercises regularly by walking along a circular path on the field. Pradnya is exercising regularly, walking around a circular path, means like a garden, there is circular path. Okay, if she walks a distance of 3.825 kilometers or 3.825 kilometers in 9 rounds. Okay, if she took 9 rounds of that circular path, then she covered the distance 3.825 kilometer, means 3 kilometer and 825 meter. Okay, how much does she walk in one round? 9 round given, we have to find 1 round. Okay, now see here, if you know, you learn, now you are in 6th standard, so you learn when many things are given, we have to find 1, then we have to divide. We have to find the many things, we have to multiply. Sorry. Now see here, 9 round distance is equal to 3.825 kilometers. Okay, for 9 round she covered the distance 3.825 kilometers. Therefore now we have to find the distance in 1 round, so we have to divide here, 3.825 divided by 9. So we have to write first this decimal fraction into fraction. While dividing, we solve many examples. The first question. So what we have to do here, first we have to convert this decimal fraction into fraction. So here after decimal point 1, 2, 3 digit, so our denominator is having 3 zeros, means 1000. Okay, so 3825 upon 1000 divided by 9 upon 1. Now next step, students, you know what you have to do. Here write the first fraction, then write the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, reciprocal means multiplicative inverse. Do the multiplication and find out the answer of this question. Okay, now we'll move to the fourth question, that is the last one, I think. Correct, last one. Now see, a pharmaceutical manufacturer, pharmaceutical means those who are preparing the tablets, when medicines, okay, bought 0.25 quintal of Hirida. Okay, it is a herbal, that means with the Hirida, maybe small children's giving some medicine made from this Hirida. Okay, that is a herbal medicine, a medicinal plant, for 9,500 rupees. What is the cost of per quintal? Per quintal Hirida we have to find. Means per means 1 quintal Hirida, and that is given here 1 quintal is given. 1 quintal is equal to 100 gram kilogram. Okay, 1 quintal is equal to 100 kilogram. Now we have to find 1 quintal, cost of 1 quintal Hirida. Okay, now see here, cost of Hirida, that is given rupees 9,500. Now cost of 1 quintal Hirida, that we have to find. So 9,500 divided by 0.25. Okay, now here the quantity is given 0.25 quintal of Hirida the manufacturer bought. Okay, so that quantity we have to divide to this amount. Okay, now here first write the first fraction. This we have to write the fraction form. Okay, so 9,500 upon 1. Here the decimal fraction we have to convert into this one, into our common fraction. So here after decimal point 2 digit, so our denominator should be 100. Now you have to do, so students, here you have to multiply. Okay, and then you will get the answer, the cost per quintal of Hirida. When you are solving, then you will get the answer. Write the answer is rupees, whatever you got the answer. Okay, so this calculation you have to do, students. I hope you understood this. If you have any doubt, any problem, then students, whatever you are solving the examples, if you are not able to solve, at least you have to try. Still you have any doubt, any query, then take a photo and send me on my WhatsApp number. Okay, till there, students, take care, bye bye, and complete your notebook. Okay, whatever we learn from the first chapter up to here to till date, you have to solve, you have to complete the practice set. I think for this chapter it's over now. We will move the next video. We'll see the next chapter, is bar graph. Okay, very simple. Still there, students, take care.